Here's Kai Forbath now to get us started. And we are at TNT Stadium.
And that drives coaches insane.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. All day.
Now Wilson on first down. He hits his running back, Procise. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now the former Notre Damer. This is C.J. Procise. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
And it's 3rd down.
Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. Wilson to Lockett there for the Seahawk first down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now on 2nd and 13. Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they would have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Steps away to his left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
This is 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. To throw is Wilson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
Mike, here we go. Mike's by 4. Record.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
That's what I'm talking about.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2.
We're going to 54. Why?
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 now.
At the 29-yard line.
First down, Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped, and the Seahawks have picked it up. The 40, 20, 10, and they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. Big boy earning his lunch. That's what you call rumbling with the ball, Charles.
Big man with football. He wasn't just earning lunch, Brandon. He was earning dinner. He was
midnight snack.
Everything that you could possibly do, he did it on that play to pick up the ball and go.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On first and 10, Prescott. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. 6-0 our score after 1. So after the sack, here's second and 14.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming. Go to 54. Go to 54. Why? Mike 50. Mike 50. Go. Get out there.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. No, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal. They'll run for it with Lynch. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A give to Elliott. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Third and long for Prescott. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And out of bounds. This will depend on where they spot it, and they'll say at the 45. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Elliott on first down, going to get about 3 before he's taken down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
54. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. 47. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Slow, small. 54. Hey, kill. Watch 54. Watch the run. 26.
Here's Prescott. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott from the gun. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Dak and the offense still out there. They're going to go for it.
47. Mike spot 4. Let's go 47. Silver. Under. 26.
Prescott to throw on 4th. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Hey, nothing to see here, just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going.
Here we go. 4-8. Check Mike 54. Hey, kill.
Prescott, a quick throw caught by Cooper. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Mike 57. Defense wins championships, baby. 57's the money.
To the air again, Prescott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jason Witten in the final seconds of the first half as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. They'll run with Elliott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up third down.
Third down and 13.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. Prescott to throw it. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Give them 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22. A first down carry by Elliott. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. But again, it's Elliott. And he's got some space here. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now Elliott. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the Seahawks 31-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Elliott running right. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Hey, kill. 47. Hustle. Then we're going to 53. 26.
Now Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped, and the Seahawks have picked it up. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. And how about the big boys showing off the wheels?
Let's face it, anybody who watches a game, even if it goes against your team, when there's a big man with the football, everyone locks in.
All eyes.
Everyone locks in, and the rumbling, you can feel it all the way to the upper reaches of the stands.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Switch.
They run again with Carson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll try to run with Carson. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. From the shotgun, Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it
into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. After the interception, here's Wilson. Out to his left. He's going to take a shot right away. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check tight. Check tight. Here we go, 46. Mike by 4. Man, that's trash. That's trash. 26. 54. 26. 54.
To throw is Prescott. And an alley to run. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
Jim. 26.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Tackle made by Ziggy Ansah.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And an alley to run. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
46. Gun. Bring it. Here we go. 50.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quentin Jefferson, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott is going to fire one deep, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Brad McDougald. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off Byron Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Here we go, 46.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. That one complete to Elliott. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. Wilson throwing quickly out to Lockett. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Something we're seeing more of with the rise of the run-pass option. A legal man downfield, and that's going to back him up.
Mike 5-4. They can't hang with us.
Wilson to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Wilson, rolling to his right. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Now on fourth down, honors the punt team sending this one away. Now Austin. Good blocking there and nearly sprung him as it is. It'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
Check. Watch the 154.
A 20th carry here for Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Now Prescott on 4th down. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And they take a knee. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Throwing now is Wilson. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
It's away, and it's a high kick here, but not high enough to hit the scoreboard here in Dallas. And that one came close to hitting the big scoreboard up there as the fair catch is made inside the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
On the ready.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases.
Ready.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they...
So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Right. 315. 54 Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Wilson now off the bootleg. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
It's 2nd down and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Get that quarterback.
Wilson wants to throw it. This is caught, and he is in for the Seattle touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know some coaches preach that and tell their teams that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Big D.